Hi everyone. This is a very, very powerful full moon. It's happening at 4 degrees and 18 minutes in the sign of Scorpio at precisely 11:47 p.m. UTC time on the 23rd of April. So it's you know how Scorpio has a very bad rap. I personally adore this energy, but I I do understand why some people have like some they are not sure about this energy. But we're gonna talk about it. So first of all, what's a full moon? The full moon is a combination of, uh, the energy that you planted 2 weeks prior to this event, and so with the new moon, and especially with the solar eclipse in Aries, it was all about like the new identity. Who do I want to be? Who do I want to be seen as, in the world, and how do I want to present myself? And yeah, who do I want to become? So now it's about, oh, I wanted to become that person. It means I have to shed all of this. Okay, okay. And so that's the incomfort. But that's going to be a very useful incomfort because it allows you to go through, and to pass the fear and to pass what was blocking you and what was, restraining the growth of you. So that's why Scorpio is so powerful. It's because it's not afraid to just see the BS, and go through it and just face it and be like, okay, this is, yeah, why? No, why do I do this to myself? Or because of that person, that's because of that person. Then no, you are not embracing the true power of Scorpio, because Scorpio is all about reclaiming, regaining your power, and not like letting it slip away, slip away with like other people, and oh, but that person has so much power over me and I'm a victim. No, 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 no. You are not a victim. And so, how to embrace those energies? It's really a matter of owning everything. So when you face something, when you face the fear, when you are not happy with one thing, then you have to, okay, detach. That's why Scorpio is also great, with psychology, right? It's able to understand and go deep and to, yeah, really like decipher codes and all of this. It's because you have a pattern, you have something in the subconscious mind that is blocking you, that is like attracting that kind of people or that kind of energy to um, make you live a kind of experience that will, reflect to you a pattern again and again and again. So that's like a cycle, so that you can confirm all over again your beliefs. Now it's all about stopping this. It's about being able to see it and to be like, this is no, this it's not useful. It's harmful to me actually, and so I decide to cut this out of my life. And so that's why it's also the, how snakes shed, right, their skins, um then the layers of their skin, and that's exactly the Scorpio energy. The Scorpio energy, you need to shed all of what's not useful and serving you, serving your highest purpose. And so by going through the fear, observation, self-discovery, and facing the fears and being honest with yourself, facing your own BS, then the Scorpio can change and transform and being reborn to a much more powerful person and energy. So it's really what it is about. The Scorpio energy is not bad in itself. None are bad. No, no, no energy is bad in itself. It's what you make out of it. But it's because the Scorpio energy is so powerful and so deep, and it's like all or nothing. It's like 0% or 1000%, that people are usually a little bit afraid because it's about the fear. That's exactly what it is about. So you need to transform the fear into purity, and going through all these different steps and layers of self will help you do this, because it's very hard, of course, to go from fear to perfect purity and be like, oh yeah, no, everything is fine. No, of course, but the different steps are here to help you and to help you transform. So that's the theme of this full moon. The Scorpio energy is really about transforming yourself and shedding all the layers that are not 1,000%, 1,000% you. So if it's superficial and 10%, and no, I want the real deal, the extreme, connection with my true self and with who I truly am. That's the Scorpio energy. And so it's really now about reinforcing the identity that you put in place, that you had in mind, 2 weeks prior, to make it like true in your DNA, under the skin. And so that's why, as well, the Scorpio is about the investment, banks, other people's money that and of course it is, but it's not other people's money, it's other people's value. And that's there's like a very big difference, because how people value you. It's not just about money. It's about like, what do they bring to you? What do they, you're, a person, and what effect do they have on you? It's not just like, oh, what do they mirror back to you? And no, no, no. It's, do they bring you down? Do they bring you up? Do they lift you up? Do they bring you down? So this is all what people, bring to you in terms of value. Do you feel valued by your closest one? Or how do they see you? What do they reflect back to you in terms of value? This is very important. The word value is extremely important. And so because a person is able to transform you for better or for worse, right? Because of the influence, a very Scorpio word, that they have on you, right? And so, how do you first influence yourself? By knowing what truly, 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 almost in a obsessive manner, resonate with you. So it's not about, of course, being obsessive, not at all. And you will be able to see actually what's holding you back, maybe obsessive behaviors, toxic relationships, and all of this. But try to use the more obsessive, side, to just investigate on yourself and be like, what do I, in my blood, I love this. It's me. I'm this, right? To reinforce the energy that was set 2 weeks ago. So that's why investment is a Scorpio word as well, is because invest not only is, for example, investigate. So, when you research something, that is very Scorpio, but also investment, right? When you invest something. So, Scorpio is all about penetrating, being like not intrusive, but yeah, going into something that wasn't his at the beginning. And so that's why, it also rules sexual organs and, yeah, other people's money and banks or whatever. It's because you have something for yourself, and something else, someone else, an energy, whatever, it goes in and makes like there's room for it now, and now both are linked uh, with each other, right? And so at the lowest frequency, of course, is uh, now you owe me this because I did this for you, and kind of like a guilt relationship or codependency as well, and make one feel less than the other and whatever. But at the highest is I am able to enter something that wasn't mine, at the beginning, but I can make it my own. So, for example, a new circle of influential people, right? Or yeah, a specific network that will be so helpful for you to move forward in the direction that you wanted to take. And so now you are able to link up with a person's network that is so beneficial for you. And so see how it can be positive, but it can also of course be like very much, yeah, negative. It's really all up to you anyway, all the time. The ruling planet of Scorpio is of course Pluto, and so that's especially you know, particularly interesting that Pluto is the one making the aspect to this full moon by a square. And so, you know, it's like the sun and the moon are having a conversation of, yeah, so what do you think about it, about all of this? How do you feel right now? So that's the moon being able to have so much more perspective, right? And being able to explain her feelings and her relationships with everything. So no matter if it's with people or with objects or with situation, it's able to see, you know, during a full moon, the relationship between, so what's my relationship with money, what's my relationship with my home, what's my relationship with this person, what's my relationship with my work, what's my relationship with my health, and so on and so on and so on. And so being able to step back and just see things that are going on, to be able to reflect, what does, you know, what do I like, what do I feel comfortable with, who am I? And so, you know, all of this, being able to see the feelings coming up to the surface. And so with Pluto, it's like Pluto is holding this conversation. Intention is like, okay, you guys are having a little review of what's going on right now. I'm going to be in the conversation. And you guys are not going to go have this conversation without me, because I'm going to make sure that you guys understood the statement, right? And the assignment, sorry, the assignment, and that you will actually go through my energy, because I'm the one holding the reins of this full moon, because you guys are with the moon in Scorpio, you guys are in my spot right now. And so let me make sure that you guys actually transform for good. So with Pluto, that's for sure. We are not gonna have any choice but to transform literally, and to shed everything that wasn't, you know, us anymore. Anyway, and so we're gonna feel it. It's not just like, oh, you know, yeah, I see, I'm like this. No, no, no. It's not that you've seen, because Scorpio makes sure that you actually face it and you don't, you know, put the rose-colored glass or whatever. And no, I'm not looking at it. I'm not seeing it. No, no, no. You look at it and you acknowledge it, and then you transform it, and that's it. You know, it's a really no, it's a cut through energy, right? And so yeah, Scorpio, Pluto is gonna make sure that you actually transform, because you are so able to see right now what are the toxic patterns that are not serving you anymore, then you're gonna be like, if I want to change for good, of course I need to let go of this, and this is not part of my identity. I cling to it, or I hold on to it, because maybe, you know, it's just an habit. It's something that was comfortable, but now it doesn't resonate with the person that I actually said that now I am. So what would I bring this? Of course, you're gonna feel uh, a little bit like, oh, this is new, because this is my security, even if like it's a bad it has a bad influence of me. This is my security, so I cling to it, because you know, it's in my comfort zone. Now it's like, no, I need to let go of this, actually. You know, I get it now, that this is not good for me, and that I can go choose another level of empowerment by releasing this. And once you've done it, then you realize, you know what, actually, it was easier than I thought. And actually, it was like, yeah, I feel so much stronger now. I feel like I can conquer the world. And so, but not with the ego, because, you know, with Scorpio, it's really easy to then go whoosh. But yeah, try to really integrate the power in a very healthy way. And yeah, to gain more power. Even if like the ego kicks in, it's all right. Make sure that you don't use that power to manipulate other people and to downsize other people, put other people down. But yeah, you can also just feed yourself with this energy and to be more, yeah, confident, if you lack some confidence, and if you have a tendency of manipulate other people, and you see that you kind of like doing this, then you can be like, okay, you know what, I need to detach, because it means that it just reflects back to me that I think that I'm not in control. Maybe I should control my own self better. You don't need to control other people, you need to control yourself, and you will gain so much more by doing so. And yeah, to just become more pure, and you will benefit so much from this. It's like you're in the forest and it's a full moon, and you have a dead skin that you can now clearly see, that you can now shed off, and that, yeah, underneath it's raw and it's flesh, and it's and it's vulnerable right now, but actually it's like muscles that are so much stronger, and that are now, it's the true core, it's the true DNA, it's the brand new you, that is now transformed. It's the not the beast, but it's like a wild, yeah, your wild DNA that you can now just let out, and embrace as a, yeah, your soul and your inner beast, but not in a bad way, in a yeah, in a self-empowering way, in a confident, uh, but with the self. You don't need anybody else to reflect the thing back to you. You can, of course, integrate the people that are very that give you value, of course, and you can give value to other people. But the best thing that you can do with Scorpio energy is use it to heal yourself and to regenerate yourself into a better person, a more powerful person. First, it's really about empowering yourself, and then, yeah, see who brings you what, and what influence do they have. Do they bring you down? Do they lift you up? That's very important. So Pluto is going to make sure that we definitely feel this energy, and that we actually have a gently reminder of what we wanted to make happen in our the throughout our lifetime, because not only it's happening in his sign of Scorpio, but Pluto is actually the main event of the full moon with the square. But Pluto is actually almost stationary. And so it means that now he's just going to stop and then go backward in Capricorn. And during the months of September, October, and I think November 19th, gonna go back to Aquarius. So we should really listen to it. And even if, it's scary, good. Even if out of the comfort zone, good. Even if but what about, it's my fear, and then good, good, and just do it, and just see the fear and go face it, because then it has no power over you. See, that's the thing. The fear is something that is completely made up in your mind, and then it lacks so much power when you just go face it and you acknowledge it, and you're like, oh, it was this. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, then no, then thank you, but actually you have no power, and I don't know, it's unuseful. So see, that's what you need to do right now. You need to go back to your true core, true self, and the new identity that you wanted to make happen 2 weeks ago is actually the seed. Yeah, that's the seed. Now Pluto is just showing you what needs to detach from your own body and your soul and your mind to actually birth that person. So that's very powerful, because you're ready to, yeah, fully transform it and to have the transformation complete. We also have the other ruler of Scorpio, the ancient ruler of Scorpio, which is Mars, that has actually met did the sextile with Uranus and Jupiter, and so we could have felt a opening of possibilities, and being like, you know what, now that I want to do this, for the year to come, maybe I never thought about this, but maybe I could actually use that personality, that those circumstances, to actually do this and to open myself to new options. And yeah, what could I make happen in this area. And actually I could do this. So you have a lot of new options that you never thought about before with the sextile. And it doesn't feel like fear, it feels like excitement because of Jupiter and Uranus. And so you are able to that much more be excited about what's to come. This is very much a kick in a nice, honestly a beneficial, even if I don't say like positive or negative, but it's it's easy to tap into something that is beneficial with this energy. And yeah, take the opportunity, or you might have already taken the opportunity of Mars with that connection, which is like, yeah, yeah, I feel it, right? This is very much what I need to make happen. And it's gonna open so many doors for me. That's gonna be awesome. So this is very nice. It's a very, it has lit the energy up a little right before, going deeper into the energies of Scorpio. But then in a few days after the full moon, then we're gonna have Mars meeting Neptune right before going in his own sign of Aries. And so right now it's really a time of, when Mars goes over Neptune, to trust. You like, you know what, I did what I had to do. I tried my best. I know deep down in my soul that this resonates so much with me. This makes so much sense. I adore this so much that I don't have to tell the universe, that's exactly by doing this that you need to bring it to me right now. No, that's not how it works, right? So don't force it, because Mars and Neptune is really not about forcing anything. But make sure that, because it's so you, and it's so deep down, resonating with your true core, with your soul, with your DNA, right? That you can trust the universe, and you don't have to uh, tell the direction precisely. You need to just take it as, okay, I trust you. I may not have like all the steps and actions. I may not know like all of them right now, but I trust that life is guiding me. And anyway, you will very much feel a kick, right after, because Mars is gonna enter Aries. She's gonna feel like, okay, let's go, let's do this. So, very much like a a brand new coach. So yeah, he's gonna be full on speed after that. So it's gonna feel very refreshing as well. We're not gonna lack energy at all, for sure. Thank you so much for watching this video. I have my astrology guidebook, Aligned with the Stars, that is available on Amazon. So I'm gonna link it here and down below in the description if you want to purchase it. And yeah, I thank you for your likes and follow, and yeah, to help me grow the channel, which I think is very cool and I really like it. So yeah, I really wish you a good and powerful, to take back your power, Scorpio full moon. And I will see you again in a couple of weeks for the Taurus new moon. Have a great time, and have a good, finally, Mercury going direct again. That's gonna, we're gonna feel so much, all of us are gonna feel like so much better as well. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, and I see you in the next one. Bye.